You know, we all like to think we make pretty rational choices. But what if I told you there's a powerful, invisible force that quietly guides your decisions every single day? From the coffee you buy to the stocks you sell. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that very force.
Okay, let's dive right in with a simple little puzzle that reveals a deep, deep truth about how our minds work. And it all starts with, of all things, a simple coffee mug.
Imagine you're in an experiment. Half the people in the room get a free coffee mug. The other half get zilch. Simple, right? But what happens next is where things get really weird and seem to defy all logic. So check this out. The researchers found that the people who were given the mug, the sellers, they wouldn't part with it for less than about $7. But the buyers, they wouldn't pay more than $3 for the exact same mug. I mean, it's the same object. So why the huge gap? What changed? So what's going on here? It's got nothing to do with the mug itself, not its quality, not its design. It's all about a powerful bias that's hardwired deep inside our brains, and that bias is the fear of losing. This idea, brought to us by the brilliant minds of Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, is called loss aversion. Basically, it means we're wired to hate losing things way, way more than we enjoy gaining things of the exact same value.
And they summed it up perfectly with this one quote. The idea of losing something it just feels bigger, heavier than the idea of gaining the exact same thing. And it's not just a feeling. You can actually put numbers to it. Research shows that the psychological pain of a loss is about twice as powerful as the pleasure from an equivalent gain. Think about it. Losing $100 hurts about twice as bad as finding $100 feels good.
Okay, so this brings us to the official name for what was happening with those coffee mugs. It's a fascinating quirk of our minds called the endowment effect. And this is the key that unlocks the whole mystery. The moment that mug was put in your hands, your brain stopped seeing it as just a mug. It became your mug. Right, so here's the kicker. Just owning something completely changes how you see its value. For the person selling the mug, giving it up doesn't feel like a simple sale. It feels like a loss. And because losses hurt so much, they jack up the price to make that pain go away. So you might be thinking, okay, it's a coffee mug, who cares? Well, this matters a lot outside of a lab. This bias is quietly influencing your decisions every single day, from the stuff you buy at the store to how you handle your investments. You know that feeling, the fear of missing out on a great deal? It's an incredibly powerful motivator, and marketers, well, they're experts at using it. They frame a purchase not as you gaining something, but as you avoiding a loss. The loss of a discount, a special offer, you name it. Sound familiar? Of course it does. We see this stuff everywhere. A limited time offer means you're about to lose the special price. Only 2 left in stock means you're about to lose your chance to buy it. Your free trial is ending means you're about to lose access. See what they're doing? They're turning you from someone who might buy something into someone who already has something and is about to lose it. But it's not just about buying a new pair of shoes. This is where the stakes get a whole lot higher. When it comes to the stock market, acting on this bias can be, well, financially devastating. It leads to a really common and totally irrational pattern of behavior. It's called the disposition effect, and it's kind of backwards when you think about it. It means we're super quick to sell our stocks that are doing well just to lock in that gain. But the stocks that are losing money, we hang on to those for dear life, just hoping they'll turn around. We sell our winners too early and ride our losers for way too long. And hey, this isn't just a hunch. A huge study by Terence O'Dean looked at 10,000 real brokerage accounts, and what he found was crystal clear. People were way, way more likely to sell their winning stocks than their losing ones. I mean, the numbers were just staggering. Investors were over 50% more likely to sell a winning stock than a losing one. So why do we do that? Because selling a stock that's down in value, that makes the loss real. You have to admit you lost money. It hurts. But if you just hold on, you can keep telling yourself it might bounce back, and you avoid facing that pain. But you don't have to be some Wall Street whiz to feel the power of this. In fact, you can experience it for yourself right now.
Yeah, let's bring this whole idea right into your living room with a super simple experiment you can try later today.
It's easy. First, grab something you own, like a book or a pen, nothing too special. Now, decide on the absolute rock bottom price you would sell it for, the minimum. Then, go ask a friend for the absolute maximum they would pay to buy it from you. So how big was the gap between your price and their price? Because I'm willing to bet there was a gap. That gap,
That's loss aversion right there in front of you. It's that hidden force that's constantly shaping your world. It's what makes you overvalue everything you own and live in fear of what you might lose. So the real question to leave you with is this. Where else in your life is that fear of loss secretly calling the shots and maybe, just maybe, holding you back from making an even better choice?